Welcome to Yoga Basics number 3. Again, we're going to be building upon the flows that you learned, focusing on your hip hinges, keeping a nice long neutral spine, grounding through your feet, and using deep fluid breath. In addition, we're going to add some twisting to the poses. Let's go ahead and get started. Standing tall in mountain pose, grounding your feet, shutting your eyes, or looking down. And just taking a moment to come in and be still. Noticing if it's easy to be still, if it's hard. If your mind is busy or calm. If your body is tense or at ease. And you're just noticing, no judgment. Giving yourself permission to meet yourself exactly where you're at. And that may mean pulling back and just having a seat and taking a few deep breaths. Now open your eyes if they were shut. And we'll start breathing with our movement. Inhaling up. And exhaling, reaching out and down. Think about taking up some space. Inhaling and exhaling. Take your inhale all the way into your belly. Full exhale. Get tall as you rise up. Feel your arms floating down. One more. Exhale. Take your shoulders up, back, and down. Opening your chest. Inviting your neck and shoulder region to relax. We hold a lot in this area. And then release. Stand tall. Right arm up and over. Lift your ribs. Release. Now your left, up and over. And release. Keep switching, feeling your feet ground and your fingers reach. Gently opening your body. Inviting in good, positive energy. Evening out your side openers. And then release. Stand tall. Inhale up. Exhale. Take a swan dive forward and fold. Come into a half lift. Fold. Bend your knees. Reverse your swan dive all the way up. Now bring your hands to heart center and sit into chair. Knees aligned with your toes. Feet again evenly grounding. Feel your abdominals. Return to mountain. Inhale up. Exhale. Bend your knees. Swan dive. Fold. Half lift. Fold. Reverse your swan dive. Hands to heart center, sink into chair. Maybe a little deeper this round. Telling yourself, My legs are strong. I've got this. Return to mountain. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, lead with your heart and fold. Come to your flat back. Fold. Deep bend in your knees, reach out and then up. Hands to heart center. And one more chair pose. Shake your shoulders. Feel the heat that you are building. And gently come up. Now come to the very top of your mat. And what we've been building into are modified sun salutations. So we'll inhale up. Exhale, bend your knees, swan dive and fold. Come into a half lift. Now step back into plank of your choice. So high or kneeling, belly's tight. Now chaturanga all the way down. Baby cobra, tops of your toes touch. Your back body engages, lifting you up ever so slightly. Releasing. Pushing up, opening up your knees. Letting your belly rest between your thighs for child's pose. Connect with your breath. And know child's pose is always here for you. Anytime you want, you can just retreat on back, breathe. When you're ready to go, join back into the movement. And coming up into tabletop, hands and knees. Stacking your joints, softening your shoulders, cat and cow. Inhale, open. Exhale and round. Inhale, your chest opens, you look ahead. On the exhale, you round, let the crown of your head go down towards your mat. Maybe shutting your eyes on your cat and cows. And just feeling all the space you're creating in your spine. One more. And come to neutral. Big toes together, knees go wide. Pull back into child's pose. May feel good to rock your hips a little side to side, or you may choose to stay still. Now come up onto your hands and knees. We're going to take opposite arm and leg, reach and hold. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Fingers reach, your foot pushes back. Release and switch sides. Your entire body is parallel with your mat. Just strive for steadiness, stillness. Release. Let's try it again. Opposite side. Come back to your breath. Nice fluid breath. Release and switch. And relax. Open up your knees, pull back into child's pose. Now tuck your toes. Lift your bottom up for your first down dog. Ears are right between your upper arms. Spine is long. Keep as much of a bend in your knees as you need. And it may feel good to pedal your heels towards your mat. Or you'd even take both heels up and down. Think of drawing your belly in, creating a V, as in violin. Now take your gaze forward, walk your feet to your hands, forward fold. Come to a half lift, fold, reverse your swan dive all the way up. Hands to heart center. I'll sit back into your chair. Just pause and hold in chair. Return to mountain. Inhale up. Exhale. Swan dive and fold. Half lift. Release, come to plank. Full or modified. Slowly lower down, chaturanga all the way down. Come to baby cobra. Release. Push up, open up your knees. Pull back to child's pose. Feel your bottom getting closer to your heels as you walk your hands forward. Now tuck your toes. Lift your bottom up, down dog. You'll be able to shake your head yes and no right here. Feel the firmness of the back of your arms. Now take your gaze forward. Walk your feet to your hands. Forward fold. Half lift. Flat back. Fold. Deep bend in your knees. Reverse your swan dive all the way up. And bring your hands to heart center. Now take the leg closest to me and step back into high lunge. Glute is tight, hip pushes forward, front knee is aligned with your toes. Hands by your sides, fly your arms, open your chest. Now take your weight into your front foot, hover over your front thigh, then use your thumbs to sweep up, press your back hip forward. Hands to heart center. Open, fly, hover, shifting your weight forward. Sweep your arms up. Hands to heart center. Step in. Take a breath in. And an exhale. Let's try the other leg. Hands at heart center, so your leg furthest from me steps back. High lunge. Just find that spot where you're really sturdy. Remember, lots of muscles are working to keep you stable and secure. And then fly open your chest. Take your weight into your front foot as you hover over your front thigh. Sweep your arms up. Hands to heart center. Open. Hover. Sweep up. Hands to heart center. And step in. Nice. Walk to the very back of your mat. Take a big breath in. Big exhale. Hands at heart center. Feet hip width apart. Take your back foot forward for pyramid. Staying tall, hinging from your hips. Just hinge until you feel the entire back of your forward leg opening. Now hands can stay at your thighs. You may want to fly. Think of a long line from your bottom out your head. Breathe. Now come up, sweep up, hands to heart center, and step to the back of your mat. Let's take the other foot forward, railroad tracks. Nice and tall, lead with your heart, hinge. Pause when you feel the back of your leg opening. Your gaze is just a few feet down in front of your big toes, keeping your neck in neutral. Maybe you're going to choose to fly your arms, really feeling the middle of your back and the back of your shoulders. Now sweep your arms up, hands to heart center, step to the middle of your mat, and we'll turn back facing each other. Standing, feet shoulder width apart, put a little bend in your knees. Tighten your torso. Now from your torso, take a twist. Feel how your muscles control this twist. Knees, hips, legs are staying still. Come back centered. And try a twist in the other direction. Come center. Take a twist. Back center. And twist again. Come up, stand tall. Now take your feet closer together, squeeze your inner thighs. Hands to heart center. We'll be adding a twist to chair pose. Note you're always welcome just to do chair pose. So you're gonna sit back in a tandem chair, knees are level, and you wanna sit way back. Now we're gonna twist left elbow to the right thigh. You do not need to connect. However, if you have space, you can connect your upper arm on your thigh and you'll press just a little. Now right here in this twist, with either active or connected, your knees stay level. So make sure your hips are evenly sitting back. Hold right here. Feel the twist, breathe. Now slowly come up center. Stay in your chair. You are still in your legs. Come up. Fingers laced together. Reach forward. Open the middle of your back and then reach up. Lift your ribs side to side. And relax. One big shoulder roll. Hands to heart center. Sink into your tandem chair. Now this time to twist. Right to left. Maybe we connect, maybe we don't. Keep your legs strong still. Push your upper arm on your thigh, thigh on your upper arm. Let's feel this first twist. then come back center. Slowly come out of your legs. Lace your fingers, palms forward. And then up. Lifting your ribs side to side. Float your arms down. One big shoulder roll. To the top of your mat. Mountain pose. Again, all of these moves we're learning will combine for sun salutation soon. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive forward, fold. Come into a half lift, half back. Release. Step back into plank. Feel your powerful midsection. And slowly lower all the way down. Back body brings you up into baby cobra. Very small but mighty. Double check that the tops of your toes are pressing down. Release. Push up, open up your knees. Take a retreat in child's pose. Connect with your breath. When you're ready, we'll meet in down dog, tucking your toes, lifting your bum up. You might feel your heels melting a little closer to your mat. And not forcing, just finding your perfect position. Now take your gaze forward, walk your feet to your hands, forward fold. Come to a half lift, and then fold. Bend your knees, reverse your swan dive, take up some space. Hands to heart center. Sink into chair. Pause and chair, developing strong, strong legs. Keeping your hands at heart center, come up. Take the leg closest to me back for a high lunge. Back heel lifts. Now fly. And again, you can always kind of reposition, get in your perfect position. Hover. Now sweep your arms up. Hands to heart center. Take a twist away from me and towards your front knee. So that twist that we just did, but you're upright. So you're getting a nice twist in. Now come back center. Take your hands down to frame your front foot. And this is where you may want blocks at the sides of your feet, right? Or you can even come on your fingertips. Remember, blocks just bring you closer to the ground. Now again, you're gonna be moving away from me towards your front foot. All you're gonna do is open and twist towards your front leg. So getting in another twist, breathing. Now untwist. Step your back foot in to join the front. Forward fold. Half lift. Fold. Bend both knees. Reverse your swan dive all the way up. Hands to heart center. Sink into chair. Pause and hold. Come up. Now the leg furthest from me will step back. High lunge. Press your palms. Find your steadiness. Remember, some days are just not as steady as others, and that's okay. That's where meeting yourself where you're at really matters. Open. Hover your front thigh. Now sweep up. Hands to heart center. Now this time you're going to twist towards me and towards your front knee. Keep pressing your palms. Everything else is staying exactly where it's at. Now untwist. Take your hands, place them down to frame your front foot. Blocks could be right on your hands. Now you're going to open towards your bent leg. So you're going to reach up and take a twist towards your front bent knee. You can look up, center, or down. You can always take a half bind or just leave your hands on your hips. Keep breathing, keep holding. Release. Step your back foot in, forward fold. Come into your half lift. Release. Deep bend in both knees. Reverse your swan dive all the way up. Hands to heart center. Now, shake it out. Turn tall and towards me. You are nice and tall. Let's find our 5-star position. So toes are slightly out. We're reaching, ankles and your wrists align. Hands come to your thighs. Bend your knees. Lead with your chest. Hinge halfway down, pause. Right when you feel inner thighs and groin opening. And then hinge back up, reach up. Hands to your thighs. Bend, take a wide hinge. Come up and reach. 2 more times. Bend, support, hinge. And come back up. One last time. Sinking your bottom back. And gently come up. Now, you may want your blocks, and I'm actually going to grab mine just so I can show you a little more how to use them. So you're wide in your 5-star position. Now this time we're going to take a hinge and we're going to come down and connect our hands either with the floor or with your blocks. We're going to be adding in a twist. So notice that your back is nice and flat. So you'll see how my blocks are just helping me connect with the ground. Now take your right arm and you're just going to open and twist with a nice long spine. Feel your inner thigh, your chest. Lots of things going on here. Now gently release. Switch. Your left arm comes up. And release. We're going to do that again. I will demonstrate without the blocks. Maybe you're using your fists on the ground. Reaching up with your right hand. Releasing down. Now your left. And release. Now put a nice bend in both of your knees, hands to your thighs. Long spine brings you up. Walk your feet in. Stand nice and tall. Inhale up. Hands to heart center. Bring your feet together. Zip up your inner thighs, engage them. Sit back into your tandem chair. Now take a twist. Maybe connecting, maybe not connecting. Breathe, just notice how your body's opening with the addition of the twists. Now come back center. Come up, palms forward. Up. Side to side. Release. One shoulder roll. Hands to heart center. Let's get the opposite side. Tandem chair. Opposite elbow to thigh, taking a twist. Breathe. Now gently untwist. You're looking ahead. Yes, you're still in your legs. Come on up. Press forward with your palms. Reach up. Oh, side to side. Float your arms down. One big shoulder roll. All right, we're gonna go into just a little bit of balance. So let's start with your left leg. Grounding your foot, tiptoeing your right toes. Now open. Let's come into tree pose. So your foot is above or below your knee. Think of your body like a tree trunk. Your foot is rooted, creating the foundation. Your body, the core of your body is so strong and stable. Hands to heart center. Float your right leg up. Float. And then float it down. Shake. Bring your weight onto your right foot. Press your palms. Left toes are light. Maybe you're right here. Open, or every day is different. Pick different options on different days. And if you fall out, tell yourself good job, right? We all fall out. Many say if you don't fail, you're not trying hard enough. It's good to fail, right? Fail does not need to be a negative word. It's where we learn lessons, we strive to do a little more, we get out of our own box. Hands to heart center. Float and release. Shake it out. All right, we're gonna come down for the next portion of class. And I'm gonna grab my bolster, so if you wanna grab something to elevate your hips. And also note, a chair works wonderfully for all of these seated exercises as well. So coming down, finding a comfortable seat. Legs are crossed. Push your fingers down. Push your fingers down. Lift your head up. All of that wonderful length. Now right here, hands come to heart center. Again, we're gonna take a twist towards your right knee. Now release your hands, look up and over your back shoulder. Connect with your breath. Untwist. Hands to heart center. Twist towards your left knee. Release your hands, look up and over your back shoulder. And then release. Now we're going to move into butterfly. Blocks are wonderful for this next one. Many options here. You can elevate your hips, bring the soles of your feet together, and for some of us, we'll actually want to take the blocks back behind the body so you can let your legs relax and you can keep your chest open. So right here, this could be your butterfly pose. Another option is taking your blocks, letting them support your thighs and doing a slight hinge forward, hands on your inner thighs. Or you can move the blocks even a bit more forward. Lace your fingers, place them around your toes. Or even take your blocks and just reach out like child's pose arms. So play for a moment and find your best version. Maybe you don't need the blocks at all. A butterfly. You should be feeling this really deep in your inner thighs and groin. Now slowly walk your hands in. Bring your knees together. And we're gonna lie all the way down. So you may wanna move your props a bit to the side. Ah, the good, restful part of yoga. Using your abdominals to lower down. Relax your head, relax your arms. We're gonna start with windshield wipers. So your feet come wider than your mat, and both knees drop in one direction. And just pause. Feel opening in your hip, feel the rotation from the twist. You may wanna shut your eyes. Really let your face relax, your jaw. Surrendering into gravity. Now bringing your knees back up. Switch sides. Windshield wipers to the opposite side. Connect with your breath. Now slowly bring your knees up. Walk your feet back in. Straighten out your spine. Now take the leg closest to me, cross it over your thigh, and then away. Now you may want to stay right here for lying down pigeon, or this is sometimes known as thread the needle. You'll reach through, maybe hug your other leg in. Just pause here, feeling this really wonderful deep hip opening. Your head is relaxed, maybe eyes are shut, allowing you to come in. Just really cherishing this time that you have for you. Relax, uncross. Let's do the opposite side. Feet are flexed, maybe just staying right here on the ground, heavy torso, or reaching through, hugging in. Now relax, release down. And your knees are nice and close together. We have a couple options for this last twist. So the first one, you can just lift up and let your knees go over to the side wherever they take you. Or if you would like, you can cross your right leg all the way over your left, come up, and then let both knees twist to the left. Just feel this nice full rotation from your tailbone all the way up. Let your arms get heavier. Using sinking breath. So for sinking breath, your focus just on releasing and relaxing each time you exhale. Very gently untwist. Straighten out your spine. Now again, the option is both of your knees can just go over to the side, or you can take your left leg, cross it all the way over your right, and then let both knees go to the right. If your brain is ever really busy, you have a lot of thoughts going on, simply think to yourself as you're breathing, I am inhaling, I am exhaling. Focusing in on your breath will help you be in the moment. I am inhaling, I am exhaling. Now slowly come up, uncross, straighten out your spine, give both knees a gentle hug in. Hold here for a second. If you'd like, your knees can make some circles up towards the ceiling, massaging out your low back. And then switching the direction. Holding, and then releasing. And it's time for Shavasana, final relaxation. So feel free to give your body any movement it might need. If you're ready, just to dissolve into the still, peaceful place you created. Shut your eyes. Let your feet roll out. Bring your breath just back to normal. Bringing awareness back to your body. Just lightly move fingers, toes. Rotate out your wrists, your ankles. Always take your time coming out of Shavasana. Knees come to your chest. And you roll to the side. Maybe pausing in the fetal position. And using your arms to come back up. Just finding a comfortable seat. Sitting tall, we'll meet back in this comfortable seat. Hands to heart center, eyes shut. Just noticing what has shifted in your practice. Something always shifts. That's why it's really important to meet ourselves where we're at. Each time you come to your mat, you'll need something a little different. Honor what you need. Thank yourself for showing up, for taking care of you. Then we'll open our eyes, ending this session with namaste. The light in me respects the light in you. Namaste. I do hope that you are enjoying learning yoga, enjoying the basics. The more that you do them, the less you'll have to watch me. The more you'll be able to incorporate your breath with the movement and to know exactly what you need. So I hope you're starting to feel that progression. Soon, you'll just be floating through your practice. I'll see you again soon.